Hey, what is going on, everybody? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another cryptocurrency video. We're in an interesting spot in the crypto market right now. We can see that Bitcoin is holding the higher levels in the upper areas of $25,000 plus. We may see a slight pullback here, and that's something that we're going to talk about in this video. But the good news, guys, is that overall, I'd say the market is pretty strong right now, and I do think we're heading towards much higher levels this year. We're also going to be looking at a potential Bitcoin price target of $60,000 for this year in 2023. So if you're excited for this live stream, make sure to hit that like button, and let's jump right into it. So first off, just want to go over, the strongest cryptos in the last 24 hours. We do have some altcoins here performing pretty well. Worst performers, some of the cryptos that saw bigger upside moves recently, so that's pretty normal there. And other than that, right, there's been a lot of focus on Litecoin. Litecoin has definitely been the pretty much top market performer, I'd say. It's now above $90 again, up 14% in the last 7 days. That's a huge increase compared to Bitcoin, by the way. And I made a whole separate video on that on my channel, so definitely go check that out. And XRP as well, guys. XRP and Litecoin are the two strongest performers right now. We can see XRP just getting positive news from the SEC lawsuit, up 8.8% in the last 7 days, also performing very well here in the last 24 hours. So Litecoin and XRP, keep an eye on those two. They're probably going to continue to perform very well, probably outperform the rest of the market, probably even including Bitcoin and ETH in the short to medium term, okay? And I am quite bullish on Bitcoin and ETH as well. So things are looking quite good here. But let's jump into the charts, guys. First off, this Litecoin to Bitcoin chart, let's just pull that up real quickly. Since Litecoin has been performing so well, I think it is important to mention that, as I had predicted, right, I had drawn this out in my video, we have fully bounced off the support and we are moving higher here. Actually, this was a very nice outperformance here, over 20% compared to the Bitcoin price. So that is the Litecoin to Bitcoin pair. But first and foremost, guys, as always, let's jump into Bitcoin to USD and see what's going on there. So I actually had drawn out a bit of a Fibonacci extension here, and that makes the chart quite messy. But just keep in mind here, 3.618. Okay, this is obviously a pretty high extension, but I'm expecting the market to get pretty heated later this year, and that brings us right around that $60,000 area that I was talking about. Okay, so if I go ahead and remove that Fibonacci formation just to make things cleaner, we do need to talk about what's been happening in the short term here. Okay, and right now what we're seeing is we lost some of our upper support levels, and we're currently in a slight downtrend, right? I'd really call this a pullback, so I don't think this is too much of a reason for concern by any means. Things are moving quite as planned. And I also do want to mention that we are in this megaphone pattern, right? I have a whole video on my channel explaining what the megaphone is. And wow, that's awesome. Blue just jumped in the chat and dropped a $5 super chat. And he's saying, "Hi, Matthew. Good to see you stream again. Just in for a minute because it's nearly, it's over midnight over there in the UK. And he's wishing me all the best. He'll rewatch the stream tomorrow." That's awesome. Thank you so much for the support, Blue. I haven't gotten a super chat in a long time, so it really means a lot. And yes, I will definitely see you on the re-recording here, as it'll be uploaded on the channel at the end of the live stream. Thank you so much again for the support, Blue. And guys, keep in mind, right, I drew this megaphone pattern. We're trading in this pattern, right? In this pattern, since it is a pretty explosive pattern in a way, you're gonna see some pretty big ups and downs in this, okay? But what's important here is we are uptrending. Overall, we're uptrending, right? So even if we had a bit lower here, and we can't head that much lower, okay? The maximum drop that we're gonna see here, in my opinion, is gonna be down to this area right here, guys. I'm sorry, but that almost makes me want to bust out laughing, because that's basically, a 5 to 6% drop, right? And after that, we're pretty much going to move higher, right? In a really bad case scenario, maybe we could push an 8% drop, 9%. That's about as low as we could go here based on the chart setup that I'm seeing. And guess what? That's a very good sign, because first off, I do want to say, guys, we have moved up quite a bit here since the bottom, okay? And we're holding these levels very nicely. So I'm trying to show you all the different layers of support here and why there's a lot of reasons to be bullish on Bitcoin right now. So like I said, guys, we are still managing to sustain this megaphone pattern. We don't have that much downside here based on the chart setup formation. And any pullback, any extra bit of pullback here is just going to make it that much better of a buying opportunity for what's next, our move up into the 30,000s, and really what I think will lead into a blow off top this year above $40,000. You know, let's call it somewhere between 40 to 60,000, but I think there's a real opportunity here, guys, that we do see in 2023. I'm not talking in 5 years or whatever. I'm talking in 2023. We're going to see that $60,000 price being hit, okay? And that would be a very impressive 125% gain from the current levels. Even if we don't go that high, we maybe hit 55K, 50K. We're still looking very good here, and I think it's very unlikely that we just end up staying at around these lower levels for the time being. Now, after we hit those higher levels, guys, there is an opportunity for a bigger pullback, but we'll talk about that later in the live stream. But first and foremost, just keep in mind that short term, right, call it the next week or two, we could see a little bit of a flush lower here just to put in that support level, retest, and then it's back onwards higher, guys. And that's going to be a step to move up higher much more nicely, much more smoothly, much more quickly, just as we had back here, guys. And look at how big and quick that pump was right after we got that support retest. Okay, it was very, very quick. We bounced in a matter of just a couple days over 45%. And guess what, guys? Guess what? If that happens the same, we're looking very similar here, guys. Another move back to our support here. I'm not making this stuff up. You see me drawing it on the chart live. 45% exactly here to our next resistance level at 35,000. So that is most likely where we're heading next. And like I said, guys, do I think we're going to stop there? No, it's going to be the same thing. We're probably going to push it up to 36K, right? Get a pullback again. Could be less, could be more, but still within the megaphone pattern. And then, guys, I think, to be honest, I think we're going to get a very small pullback once we hit this level. I think there's going to be a lot of strength coming into the market and a lot of bullishness and a lot of shorts getting liquidated. I think we're very quickly going to push up to the $40,000 area once we hit that 35K. So this is not a move that you want to miss, guys. And I think I drew it all out for you. Couldn't have explained this any more perfectly. You see everything that's going on the chart. And that's why, guys, I want you to hit that subscribe button. You're watching the best crypto channel on YouTube. We've been calling this since the beginning. And now I'm telling you, you have a very nice opportunity to still accumulate Bitcoin or go long, whatever you want to do, right? That's up to you. But that's what I'm doing personally, not financial advice. This is a very nice area to play this run up here. And, you know, actually, this is a bit of a gift here because we're on a pullback as well. And this is going to be a pretty short-lived pullback, right? It's only a matter of days, maybe a week or two before this pullback ends, and it's back onwards towards a lot of bullishness. Now, let me just take a quick water break here, as I always talk a lot. But let's go ahead over to Ethereum, right? That's going to give us a bit of a gauge for the altcoin market. And real quick, before we dive into Ethereum, guys, we're going to look at a couple crypto news pieces, okay, that I think are worth taking a look at. So the first one here, Strike expands to more than 65 countries for their, you know, Bitcoin. You can buy Bitcoin with Strike, transact with Bitcoin on Strike, and this is a big move, guys. 65 countries will have direct access to buying Bitcoin. We also see the Twitter partnership, right, with eToro, which will allow crypto trading, I guess, or buying on Twitter. And obviously that opens up yet another market of hundreds of millions of people that can access crypto, buy Bitcoin, etc. And if that wasn't enough good news, guys, Coinbase finally launched a subscription service overseas, focuses on staking. They are moving globally, okay? They're now having a global Coinbase exchange, right, away from the US. That's going to open up to a lot of other markets. And that is, right, their global push that we're talking about, right? We're seeing a lot of these news pieces talk about the global push of these different companies. And that is what I wanted to show you with these news pieces here, is just how much, guys, Bitcoin crypto is going global. It doesn't matter if one country has stricter regulations, because not every country, right, is going to be able to, you know, put on these strict regulations. A lot of countries will be pro-crypto. So you need to remember that crypto, Bitcoin, is a global currency, guys. It is not something that's going to be limited by borders. And that is the power of Bitcoin. And this is just a start, guys. Litecoin activity hits all-time high thanks to ordinals mania, okay? Now, you may have heard of these ordinals, right? This has to do with different coins or cryptos being minted on blockchains. most importantly on Bitcoin, but Litecoin has also been seeing this standard being adopted, right? LTC 20, I think, LRC 20. And it's causing a huge amount of, over 500 transactions last week in one day on the Litecoin network. That was an all-time high for Litecoin, and Litecoin is an old crypto, so the fact that it's hitting all-time high now is a big deal, guys. Very big deal, and it's showing you that this is a something that could push these proof of work blockchains to a whole new level, right? And Litecoin is seeing a lot of pump because of this, and Bitcoin is going to be no different, guys. And it also, this sounds very harsh towards some of the altcoins out there, guys, but you need to remember that this is directly going to destroy certain proof of stake coins, okay? Now, I'm not going to tell you which ones are going to not be able to keep up, because it's hard to say, right? Some of them are going to have their strength, some of them won't. But if you're holding proof of stakes right now, do be aware that Bitcoin and Litecoin can do very much the same thing that your proof of stake coins do, and they have the history and they have the proof of work mining algorithm. So I think they have a couple strength over many other proof of stake coins. There still are some proof of stake coins that I'm quite bullish on, like Cardano, etc. But just notice that change in the crypto space, okay? This is something that's going to affect crypto as a whole very differently, and you're going to see a lot of money flowing into Bitcoin and Litecoin as a result of that, guys. XRP, it's working on CBDCs and stuff like that, but also seeing very good move higher because it's focusing on a different angle, right? The cryptos that are active right now, that are seeing new things come onto the blockchains, those are the ones that's performing the best. The ones that have not done anything in months, right? Maybe like AVAX or even Chainlink, right? They're not performing the best, guys. And that's because you need that market activity on the blockchain to cause those bigger pumps, okay? And I do want to mention, right, that we see here this article, Bitcoin hovers below 27K. I think this is bullish, right? It means we're holding our levels, right, since we didn't move up a lot in the last few months. And there's a variety of economic political conditions that are going to cause Bitcoin to see a massive pump this year, okay? Especially regarding US politics, I think. And also look at this article, guys. Hyper Bitcoinization coming. Says Bitcoin OG as whole coiners hit 1 million. This was a big piece of news as well this week, guys. Whole coiners, that means wallets holding at least one Bitcoin, meaning they're whole coiners, right? They own a whole Bitcoin, now officially hit 1 million, okay? I want to remind you guys that there are more millionaires in the world than there are Bitcoins, okay? And this is why this is such important news. Is because not every Bitcoin, not every millionaire is going to be able to own a Bitcoin. And I'll let you just do some math on what you think that's going to do to the price. But this is a big deal, and I want to get more into hyper Bitcoinization. I think this is a really interesting topic. It can seem a little bit vague, but the basic idea of how I could explain, and I'll make a separate video on this, is money will flow into Bitcoin because it is the strongest asset in the world, right? And that means, a company that's making profits are going to put their profits into Bitcoin, at least some of it, right? A company that's doing transactions is going to hold Bitcoin. Everything will be heading towards Bitcoin, right? You might have heard of all roads lead to Rome. This is the same thing, just monetarily, all roads will lead to Bitcoin eventually, guys. And, we're seeing the start of that already, right? Tether announced that they're putting 15% of their profits, right? I want to remind you guys, Tether is, in my opinion, the single best, most stable coin in the crypto space, right? Now, what you'll really understand is if you really understand Bitcoin, you don't even need Tether. You don't even need USDT. Some people need it for certain specific situations, trading, whatever. But Tether, right, is earning interest on this $82 billion that you see here, the market cap, right? That's a lot of money. And they are putting 15% of those profits into Bitcoin, right? So you have Tether, presumably a crypto that's going to be here forever, as it, that's been the case at least up until now. They're going to be putting 15% of their profits into Bitcoin. That's going to be a lot of additional billions of dollars on a quarterly basis going into Bitcoin, guys. Now, that was about it for those news pieces. Let's go back to the Ethereum chart. We just got a comment here. Frank W saying, I'm curious how much millionaires outnumber Bitcoin. You can check on Google for me, or I can pull it up on my phone here as we speak. How many millionaires in the world? Let's see, millionaires in the world, and let's see what we're gonna get, guys. We have 56.1 million millionaires, guys. 56.1 million millionaires. 56 million millionaires globally, guys. And how many Bitcoins do we have? 21. Less than half of that. Less than half of that, guys. So, maybe half of those millionaires are not going to be millionaires for much longer if they don't buy Bitcoin. You see where I'm going with this? Now look at this, guys. This is why I always tell you guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and support with the super chat if you enjoy the great content that I give you guys on a regular basis. Look at this, guys. Ethereum. I had drawn out this beautiful 5 Elliott wave pattern, okay? You can see here the start of this since the bounce, the bottom here, that's where we had the support. And then we started the wave formation, okay? 1, 2, 3. Guess where we are, guys? We're at that 4th wave, okay? This is the 4th wave. We're currently still in the pullback. Oh my gosh, is this a huge reason to be worried? We're going to go crashing lower? No, guys. We're fully on track. We are literally, this is a beautiful formation, as clean as it could ever be, okay? Now, yes, we could see a pullback here, like I was telling you guys with Bitcoin. Guess what? For ETH, it looks like it could be a little bit more, right? We could see basically that 9 to 10% pullback. Not that much to worry about, right? Like I said, just bounce off the support. And are we going to crumble after that? Well, most likely not, guys. Why? Because we have huge support on this uptrend line. And on top of that, guys, look at this. Look at this, guys. This level that you're seeing here, okay, is the last bullish wave of the pattern, okay? Now, how high are we going to go on this wave, right? You could discuss that. I do believe usually it's higher. It's a pretty big wave, the last wave. Right now, I put it at the next support level there at 2,500. Could go a little bit higher, right? We could go to 3,000. I'm a little bit more bullish on Bitcoin than ETH right now. Although, from the bottom, right, we're going to get a bigger move, right? That's normal. ETH is a bit smaller than Bitcoin, so we're probably going to get a 60% move higher there to that $2,500 area after we hit that support level, okay? But still fully along the patterns that I've drawn out. This is going to be the final bullish wave of the Elliott pattern since the bounce, okay? Like I said, guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much all for the support. Let's go ahead and check out XRP here. Now, excuse this messy chart, guys. I don't even want to put you through this. Let's go ahead and remove these drawings here, start fresh. Now, I want to make sure that I'm not messing up my chart patterns here, okay? We did break out above this $42 area, $43 area. I don't think we're going to be heading back to these levels, guys. Unless all of a sudden disaster happens with the lawsuit, I really don't think we're going to be heading back to these levels, okay? So forget about moving back below that, especially with XRP here, guys. When the strength comes into XRP, it's a very big community behind it. You need to understand how much money is going to be pouring into it, guys. It's really going to cause a pretty big pump. We have that resistance there at 55 cents. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. Also, if you haven't noticed already with my drawing, guys, we pulled back to our support, right? We completed that little wedge pattern, and now we got the breakout. We're breaking out as we speak. This is a confirmed breakout, and that means that we're heading on higher, okay? We're heading on higher, and I do believe personally that at bare minimum, actually, we can draw this out as such, right? And this is this is the bare minimum, guys, that we're going to go up on this move, I think, is going to be up here towards, let's see here if I draw this out based on the technical, 70 cents, bare minimum 70 cents. And let's see, draw this out as such. After that, probably some consolidation, but that's actually a pretty big move here from the current level, guys. That is going to be 45% exactly like Bitcoin, right? So it's probably going to match Bitcoin's move. And I wouldn't be surprised to see some extra bullishness where we can hit, of course, $1 for the XRP, or at least 90 cents this year here. That would just be one other breakout that we need to get after that to go to 90 cents. Very doable in my opinion, guys. That's for XRP. Now, as always, guys, those are the main 3 cryptos we cover in every live stream. We also talked about Litecoin today. Let's go ahead and see the best performers in the last 7 days. While I'm doing this, guys, make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already, and also in the comment section down below, guys, if there's any coins you want me to take a look at, any coins whatsoever, any altcoins, just let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to take a look at them. I'll do an in-depth analysis on the charts, right? That's what I'm here for. So just let me know in the comment section down below if you have questions about Bitcoin, the crypto markets, Whatever you want to know, just let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to drop a super chat to help support this live stream like Blue did, one of our regular super chatters and donators on the stream, you can do that just by hitting that $sign emoji right near where you post a comment, and you can give any amount that you think I deserve. I'd be greatly appreciative of that. Your support helps me continue to make these crypto live streams and videos for you on a daily basis, so it is truly appreciated and needed. And if you want to keep getting this great content for free, that's the best way to do it, guys. So like I said, any coins at all that you want me to take a look at, just let me know down in the comment section down below. If you want me to give you extra priority and extra time on the analysis, drop a super chat. I'll make sure to do that, guys. But I need to know which coins you want me to look at, because there are so many that I can't, randomly guess which coins you want me to take a look at, right? There's a lot of coin. People are into different coins, bigger coins, smaller coins. So let me know down in the comment section below. With that being said, we are still above $1 trillion in market cap. As far as the Fear and Greed Index, still holding, guys. Still holding very good. We're technically neutral right now. We're probably going to flip just a little bit lower as we get this pullback here in the next week or two. And then we're going to very quickly start moving towards that greed again. Watch it happen, guys. I'm telling you right now. You saw it happen last month. This is just a pullback. We're heading right back towards that, okay? So in terms of those top performers here, Render Token, been on an absolutely tear. Outperforming against Bitcoin, very, very strong performance there. Maybe because Nvidia stock is pumping. There's a lot of hype with those GPU chips. Conflux, that I believe was one of those Chinese cryptos that was moving quite a bit. A lot of altcoins, guys, performing very good in the last 7 days, to be honest. Injective, Lido, Litecoin, of course, we talked about, Frax, Dash, a bunch of altcoins performing quite well there. And in the last 7 days, worst performers, guys, worst performers. We got some random coins. We got Cosmos, KuCoin, Avalanche not performing well at all, guys. Like I said, these coins that do not have, if they're not in the news cycle, right, they don't have new stuff coming out, even Shiba Inu here, they're gonna get outpaced by other coins that are in the news, guys. Think about Pepe, right? Why would you buy Shiba Inu right now instead of Pepe? You wouldn't, right? You would buy Pepe pretty much every time. Solana, no brainer there, right? That coin is in a bit of a limbo right now for the time being. Even Monero surprisingly dropping a bit here. But still, guys, a lot of those ERC20 altcoins performing very, very nicely. We have Stacks, which is one of the cryptos that allows to kind of make Bitcoin more like Ethereum through that layer 2, performing very well there. So that is just for the brief overview. Let me see if any of you mention any coins you want me to take a look at. Guys, we have 7 live viewers. We're at 2 likes. Let's get to 5 likes, guys. Come on, 3 more people. Hit that like button right now as we speak, and also subscribe if you haven't already. Guys, any coins you want me to do an in-depth analysis on, like I just did for Bitcoin, ETH, and XRP and LTC, let me know down in the comment section below. Any of those coins you want me to take a look at and do an analysis, I'll gladly do it. We just got Costume here, longtime viewer. Welcome back to the channel, Costume. He's asking about IMX, guys. IMX is a coin that I have actually been eyeing a little bit, and there's a reason for that, right? It came out actually towards the end of the bear market, towards the end of the bull market, and so its opportunity got stunted a little bit, but it had some stuff there, some opportunity there that was quite interesting in my opinion, right? I believe it was partnered with GameStop to a certain extent, and you see that it almost went to $10, right? And then fell quite low, guys. We even went as low as 39 cents on this, and we're currently still below $1. We are, however, at a pretty big market cap. I think this is a coin that's going to bounce pretty nicely in a bull market here. And we do see that we have, I don't even need to draw the chart, guys. You see that we're starting to really build some nice support right here in this area. The question is, right, when are we going to start to get a bit more of a breakout? Well, we did have one kind of initiation of that over here. We've pulled back to our support. Do I think we're going to head lower? We could, right? I'm not aware of every single bit of news here that has to do with IMX, but probably we're going to bounce, right? With the rest of the crypto market, probably going to bounce here. And if I draw this out, right, we are literally on support as we speak. How big of a move could this be? It depends. I'd actually probably draw this one out like I did with ETH, right, where I draw the Elliott waves, okay? So 1, 2, 3, boom, something like that, right? So we already hit the 4th on this one. We're heading towards that last push higher. How high is that going to be? Well, you saw we were pretty extreme here, right? Very sharp move. So it's a bit messy when you're doing this on altcoins, but I'm guessing that, we went all the way up to $1.50. So we're probably going to go a bit higher. I'd say at least $2 there. Okay, that seems pretty fair. And of course, right, that's not to say that we can't go higher in the next bull market, but this is just, for this next move here as Bitcoin and ETH move higher towards their next targets. And Costube also asked about Pyre. Kind of a similar story. Now, this coin fully performed well in the previous market, and we're just in the consolidation on this one, guys. So very different chart pattern. Just a classical consolidation for this one. Boom, you can see the resistance, and here's our support. What can I say about this? Well, expect more of this for the time being, right? Expect more consolidation. This is probably the rock bottom. If you're bullish on it, you could acquire at these levels. We do have a very nice move, however, up to $8. Okay, so that's interesting. As soon as we break out above $4.55, guys, we are basically programmed to hit that $8 level, which will be an 80% move. That's not bad at all. After that, we'll have to see how it acts, right? And guys, with that being said, 25 minutes into live stream, I'm going to call it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Awesome live stream. I gave you guys a bunch of good stuff. If you missed anything in this live stream, if you missed when I took a look at Bitcoin, ETH, etc., just rewatch it. It'll be uploaded immediately on the channel. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. As always, guys, please consider dropping a super chat if you appreciate these videos and you want to help support the channel. With that being said, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Blue, for your super chat today and helping support the channel once again. Really, really appreciate it. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you all. Thank you, Costube, for your comments. And thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.